Me where she is, because she thinks I'm going to tell you and then you might avoid that route. There's no trust here, Ayanda. There's just no trust. I'm stuck in studio. I promise you I'm not going to drive there. Anyway, good cause. Morning, Ayanda. What's happening this morning?
Good morning to you, Leanne. I know how much you love the viewer. You might just let slip where we are this morning, and I can't let that happen. What I can tell you is you're quite right. We're on the N1 highway. We're not quite in Johannesburg, but we are still in Gauteng. And what else can I reveal? Well, we're here as part of the Transport Department and Road Traffic Management Corporation's Roadblocks. There'll be 7 of these roadblocks happening simultaneously today across the country. So all I have to say is be careful, little motorist, how you drive. You might just get the minister pulling you over or another high-ranking officials. And that's the reason why I didn't want to tell you exactly where we are this morning, Leanne, is because we want to make sure that those license discs are not quickly altered or people try to sort things out to hide from the system. We want to check if the vehicles are roadworthy, if the drivers have their licenses, etc. So we can't tell you where we are, but yes, we can tell you that the road safety campaigns are in full swing, and this is part of the rollout. To tell me a little bit more about it, we have the CEO of RTMC. It is Mr. Makhosini Msibi. A very good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, Ayanda, and the viewers, and how are you doing?
Very well, thank you, and feeling much safer now that I can see your officials all around us trying to make sure that we have a safe festive season.
Oh well, we all over the country ensuring that everybody has traveled safely home and ensuring that we reduce the carnage on our roads. We're quite appreciative of the conduct and the attitude of the drivers until so far.
This is something that happens every year in one shape or form, different varieties. People try and alter it in order to get results. But what will be done differently this time around to make sure that we reduce the carnage on the road drastically?
Oh well, Ayanda, what we're doing, it's a 365 days rollout. But what we central into this 365 days rollout, we're trying to change the attitude and the behavior of the road users. But what is different in this year, we have integrated all our law enforcement. We have ensured that we also pool all resources in relation to road safety. For instance, throughout the country, we're having all these roadblocks taking place simultaneously, but we want to emphasize the issue. It's not only these 7 roadblocks that we're having. Throughout all our routes, we have major operations, which we may not disclose at this point in time, to ensure that all our road users are behaving well. We're also focusing on the passengers themselves, as well as the pedestrians, because road safety is everybody's responsibility. But what we want to assure the road users is the fact that road safety is not only through the festive season as well as the Easter, but it is every day's duty.
You speak about the integration of the various arms of law enforcement. You also speak about the awareness of the passengers and other road users in one way or another. But speak to us a bit more about your role as law enforcement, as briefly as possible as we wrap.
Ayanda, the RTMC's responsibility is to coordinate and ensure that we facilitate. To that extent, all the law enforcement activities relating to road traffic management, it's our responsibility. So ours is to coordinate and ensure that we take responsibility of the road safety on our roads.
And our responsibility is, I thank you very much for that interview, is to make sure that we do heed those warnings of driving safely. Today, as you can see, quite cloudy, wet, soggy, slippery conditions. Make sure you keep your headlights on. A safe following difference. Let's arrive alive. More on these kind of discussions a little bit later. Stay with us.